How will your child make their mark on the world? It's never too early for young people to start thinking about their future. Let's meet some parents and some university students, some of whom are from rural and remote communities, as they share their experiences about university.
Helping your children through life is being part of a parent, and part of that is actually taking them onto a career pathway which may involve universities. Universities may conjure up images of costs, isolation, safety issues and cultural issues when they go to universities. But they can be overcome, and we're going to listen to a few people who had those concerns, and we're going to actually see how they overcome them, taking their children into universities and into their future.
My eldest daughter is the first member of our family to attend university. So when Claudia had finished her Year 10 course and was looking at doing the subjects for Year 11 and 12, I was encouraging her to look at going to university to further her knowledgeable education, her learning skills, just to see what the world has to offer as well.
Just before I decided to go to university, one of the things that was holding me back was the idea that I had to leave home. It was really kind of daunting because I was never really been away from home before. That was one of the big things that was actually holding me back before I made the decision. And I was pretty worried about where I was going to live, who I was going to meet. No one from my high school was really going with me, so that was one of the most intimidating things about going to uni.
I was quite fortunate to play representative rugby, so representing both my province and my country. From there, I was quite fortunate enough to pick up a contract to play overseas, so I spent quite a bit of time playing in France. From France, I really relocated back nationally, and from there I decided, well, there's got to be life after rugby, so I decided to go to university.
I think one of the things that I wanted my children to go to the university, first all my uncles, aunties and my sisters been to universities, and I think this is a trend in the family to go to uni for a better life, better income, better opportunities. And also just being at the university, children do a lot of growing up. They mature, they have a different experience than everyday life, and I recommend it for everyone.
We came here having nothing. Because of that refugee background that I came from, I did not consider university as a choice. I had these two marvelous teachers that were actually saying, well, university is a better way to actually improve your future, to actually have a better life.
I just like the thought that if they've got somewhere to stay, say on campus, that they're not actually a number. They've got someone to turn to, because sometimes even though they might find it a bit daunting and they may not be coping as well as you hope, they're not always going to tell you that, and you sort of hope that there's somebody in that campus or somewhere that they can actually turn to and talk to and know that they're looked after.
Having a cafeteria and stuff like that, it'll just take a lot of that pressure off him. Having to cook his own meals, look after himself, do his own shopping, stuff like that, at least until he gets settled. So I really think the residential is the way to go.
I travel to uni via train and then I come by bus. I think it's very safe. I feel very safe on the train because it's not like you're the only one on the train. There's a lot of students as well on the train with you.
At first, it's daunting. It's a lot scary. It's a bigger environment to comprehend, or it is overwhelming, especially coming from a small city. At university where there are thousands of students, also people on campus. But you learn to find yourself, and you learn a lot about yourself while you're at university. At first it's a challenge trying to find classes, trying to find tutorials to attend to, where your classes are situated, but you get past that, and you also meet a lot of great people while you're there.
Taylor's looking to go into accountancy. For me, it's a big step for her to move away. I probably wasn't given the opportunity to go to university, so it's something I would like her to be able to do. She's quite keen to further her education, and I think she can see some really great benefits going through a university and getting a degree.
When they leave Broken Hill or a rural area to go to a city, it's a huge step. You go from a small town where you know everybody to you walk into a place where you know nobody, you have no family. It's wonderful. So it was a great experience for my oldest daughter. My youngest daughter, after seeing her sister go, is very keen to head off. She can't wait to make the new friends, meet different people from different cultures.
University is awesome when it comes to getting involved. There are heaps of community activities and there are so many clubs that people can join no matter what their interests, from everything from show choir for Glee fans to Quidditch. And there's like different things like photography clubs and heaps of different groups that you can get involved in if you want to get involved in the community and make heaps of friends at uni.
I think university life enriches you in a few other ways as well, because it forces you to have to learn to live on a shoestring budget, to manage your time correctly, be aware of assessments, be aware of other people you're working with, manage groups, and I think it helped me a lot.
She's actually eligible to go to uni next year, but she's thinking of a defer year. Mainly because she wants to actually just get out and do some work and earn some money. There are some external TAFE courses that she can continue with next year, which will give her some credits for the next year when she goes to uni.
Holly has just finished her degree. She graduated in April this year. She spent 5 years away, and lo and behold, she is now back here in Broken Hill working at the local hospital in pathology.
There was a great example of my son going through school with a young lad, went away to university, went away to teachers college, came back. It is now, I believe, will probably be the principal of the school in a few years' time.
I was a lucky recipient of a scholarship, which certainly helped me. It was worth $5,000 a year. So I go on to tell every student I can, apply for scholarships, because they certainly can help you.
Now I'm currently working and at the same time receiving scholarship from the university.
I came through one of the universities around Sydney, one of the Indigenous assessment program. I sat a 2-day comprehension task, and yes, I came in later. I was 25 when I started university.
I currently work at a university now, and part of my role is providing advice about what university is and some of the different options that students have after school. I also work as part of a unit where we do also provide information on the Educational Access Scheme. We also provide support for students with disabilities, and also obviously at all universities there's counselling and careers support as well, so there's a really wide range of support services available.
University for me wasn't just about the classes. Like, I had a lot of great teachers who really helped me, but it was all the extracurricular and the people that I met as well. So throughout my degree I had the chance to travel as well. I did an internship in Borneo in Malaysia and lived in the jungle. So I lived on campus with about 200 students, half of whom were country kids like me and half of whom were international students. And since then I've got the opportunity to travel all over America, Europe and India, staying with people that I've met along the way.
Neither my husband or myself attended university. I always wanted to, but never had the opportunity. So I sort of think, well, it's a good investment in my children's future.
Claudia couldn't get a job in education without a university degree.
There's no reason, there's nothing holding them back except, I suppose, for our isolation. But they are given the opportunity to go ahead and really make something of themselves, and to be able to take a career with them that hopefully they will enjoy for many years to come.
Getting a university degree can open the door to a brighter future. University can provide a world of experiences and the potential for them to earn more money in a more interesting job. If you'd like to know more about university, ask the careers advisor at your child's school or visit your local university website.